This is a restricted communication portal for the Iranian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, found at mail.cmail.mfa.ir. For an investigator, this is a difficult target. Any active probe, like a direct port scan, will likely trigger an intrusion detection system, alerting the state that someone is watching. The first layer of defense is Arvin Cloud, a commercial proxy service. It acts as a digital buffer, hiding the actual server's location by intercepting all incoming requests. If you try to access the site directly, you encounter a series of 307 redirect loops. This is a honeypot mechanism designed to force the client to provide a specific session copy before the server allows the connection to proceed. By isolating this specific endpoint from its public web traffic, the ministry has created a clear separation between its public presence and its internal operations. Since active infiltration is high risk, we have to use passive reconnaissance, mapping the ministry's physical footprint using only the metadata they broadcast to the public internet. We can begin by looking at the cryptographic metadata associated with port 8443. This allows us to extract the site's SSL certificate without ever sending a request that would trigger a redirect. The extraction reveals an X509 certificate issued by Let's Encrypt. It's a wildcard certificate, meaning it is designed to protect every subdomain under the parent mfa.ir block. These certificates are only valid for 90 days. To keep the site online, the ministry has to use an automated renewal process, which suggests a standardized administrative architecture. The deployment of automated short lifecycle certificates on an internal portal indicates that the MFA is using standardized server provisioning across its network, rather than building custom defenses for each site. To function on the modern web, the ministry must ensure its official emails are not flagged as spam by foreign servers. This requires a public verification record. This is handled by the Sender Policy Framework, or SPF record. Think of it as a public authorized sender list that tells other mail servers exactly which IP addresses are allowed to send data for a domain. We can pull this registry using a simple DNS query. Because this is a request made to a domain name server rather than the ministry itself, the target remains unaware of the investigation. The query returns a string of IP addresses, specifically identifying the 109.201.11 and 217.218.131 blocks. These are the raw, sovereign network ranges used for state communications. By looking at this anti-spam record, we have bypassed the Arvin Cloud proxy entirely and identified the underlying network infrastructure. These IP blocks correspond to physical infrastructure located directly in Tehran, permanently grounding our digital investigation inside the national capital. When we analyze the 217.218.131 block, we can trace it to its registered autonomous system, the large-scale routing network that controls where its data travels. This block belongs to Autonomous System 12880, owned by the Telecommunication Company of Iran, the state's core provider. This confirms the setup. While the public portal uses a commercial proxy, state-level data flows directly through this isolated, sovereign infrastructure. This case highlights a broader reality of digital intelligence. To participate in the global internet, even the most secure state systems must leave their blueprints in public view. It's a paradox of network security. The same public registries used to verify identity allow any outside observer to map the underlying infrastructure. By reading the metadata, the defenses are completely bypassed without a single alarm being triggered.